The legendary Pokemon Landorus has arrived in Pokemon GO, and it can easily be two-manned, and I'm going to be telling you how you can do that in this video. Let's get right into it. How's it going, everyone? It's me, it's Count here with a brand new Pokemon GO video. Today I am going to be telling you how you can duo Landorus. It is actually extremely easy, it takes very little effort, and you can do it with some budget Pokemon, and I'm going to be explaining that in this video. But real quick, if it's your first time here, make sure you hit that subscribe button and don't forget that little bell as well so you stay up to date on whenever I upload videos. And I want to give a quick shout out to my patrons on Patreon. You make this channel possible. If you want to support this channel financially, definitely go and check out the Patreon link. Every little bit helps, and it definitely helps me improve the quality of these videos. So yeah, with all of that out of the way, let's talk about Landorus. This is a legendary Pokemon that may not necessarily be that meta relevant, but if you want to complete your Pokedex, you will want to defeat this boss. And of course right now it's really difficult to get a raid group going, and that is of course because of the current situation that the world is currently facing. So if you want to get this Pokemon outside of PvP, because yes, it is available in PvP battles for rank 4 and higher, you will need to maximize the most out of a very few number of trainers. Most important of all, before I jump into this guide, make sure you are following the best practices. If you do not have to go out and raid, then by all means do not go out and raid. Self-quarantining right now is the best thing you could do for yourself. So yeah, if you are going to go out and raid, I highly suggest you do it from within a car, or you stay at least 6 feet apart from each other while you are raiding. It's very important that we practice social distancing right now. We do not want Pokemon GO to be the reason why there is a bigger pandemic than there needs to be. But in any case, with all of that said, let's jump right into the guide. Thundurus is a flying and ground type, which means it's going to have a double weakness to ice types. Much like with Rayquaza, you will want to bring a whole bunch of Mamoswine. It is going to be the absolute king when it comes to this fight. You will want to bring Mamoswine with Powder Snow and Avalanche. Those are the moves you will want to bring. Outside of Mamoswine, of course, there's plenty of great ice types that you could bring. Glaceon is another really good one. Weavile is a really good choice, but don't make the mistake that I made and bring a Weavile with dark type moves. It's absolutely going to get crushed by this Pokemon. And another great option, actually one that has proven to be really clutch for me, is Mewtwo with Ice Beam and Psyshock. Now the reason why I want to highlight Mewtwo is because of Landorus's potential moves. There is one move in particular that is going to give you a lot of problems if you're bringing nothing but ice types, and that is Focus Blast. When I attempted my duo for the first time, it was very easy, but it did have Focus Blast, and a lot of my ice types were completely one-shot, and it was extremely annoying. But you can counteract this by bringing Mewtwo's with Ice Beam. It is going to be extremely clutch. Speaking of movesets, Landorus comes with the fast moves Mud Shot or Rock Throw, and his charge moves are going to be Focus Blast, Rock Slide, Outrage, and Earth Power. Now among all of these moves, Focus Blast is going to be the one move you will want to worry about, but if you do have a whole bunch of Mewtwo's with Ice Beams, you will have absolutely no problem. As I mentioned before, Landorus is a flying and ground type, which means it's going to have a double weakness to ice types, so you will definitely want to brush off a bunch of your ice types to defeat this boss. Assume that it's kind of like Rayquaza. Rayquaza was another legendary boss that you could easily two-man with a team of ice types. Just treat it the same way. Landorus will give you no problem at all. Now aside from Mamoswine, Weavile, Glaceon, and Mewtwo, you could also bring Jinx. Jinx is a really great option, and you could also bring Kyogre. Kyogre is one Pokemon that I feel like is going to get overlooked when it comes to Landorus, but it does have that move Blizzard, and it does have Waterfall. Landorus is weak against water along with ice types, so Kyogre could actually be a great option if you do not have a good number of any of the other ones. And you can still 2-man this boss even with budget Ice-type Pokemon, so if you have those Obama Snows, you could bring those as well. Landorus is going to be available starting March 31st all the way till April 21st. It will be available in raid battles, but it will also be available in PvP through the Go Battle League. Landorus's max catch CP is going to be 2050, and if it's weather boosted, it's going to be 2563. Landorus is weather boosted by sunny and clear weather or by windy weather. So if you want a boosted Landorus, these are the weather boosts that you're looking for. Now, as I mentioned before, Landorus can be obtained through Go battles. You will just need to be at least rank 4, but it is a random chance and you have a limited number of battles every day. But if you're only looking for a Pokedex entry with Landorus, then all you really have to do is PvP. But if PvP is not your thing and you want to raid this boss, well, you only need one other trainer and they only have to be about level 30. Yesterday when I attempted my duo for this Pokemon, it was extremely easy even though we were very ill prepared. We did not realize it had Focus Blast, but even so, we were able to defeat this boss with a lot of time remaining. Yes, it could have been a lot cleaner, it could have been a lot better, but even with what we brought, it was extremely easy. Compared to a lot of the other doable raids that we've had so far, this one is going to be on the easier end. So as long as you have a whole bunch of really good ice types, or if you have a bunch of Ice Beam Mewtwo's, you're gonna have no problem defeating this boss with just 2 trainers. Actually, hypothetically speaking, you could potentially solo this boss if you have the right weather condition, and that weather condition of course is snowy weather, which right now it's April. It's gonna be really hard to get snowy weather unless you're with Poke AK up in Alaska. But if you do not have snowy weather, I highly suggest you bring at least one other trainer. But if you want to comfortably defeat this boss, 3 to 4 trainers is all you will need. This comes at the most opportune time for Niantic, mainly because if you think about what's going on right now in the world, it's going to be very difficult to arrange for raids and get raid groups together because everyone is trying to stay at home. And I highly suggest you stay at home as well. Raiding is something that's very ill-advised right now. I really think we should be practicing social distancing, and if raiding is your absolute last choice, then by all means do not raid. But it is available in raid battles, and if you happen to have a gym nearby that you do not have to step outside for, then yes, you can defeat this boss with the bare minimum of trainers, so have at it. If it were up to me, I would want every single legendary raid boss to be as easy as Landorus, but unfortunately it's not going to be that way, so take full advantage of this while you can. And again, make sure you take the safest measures right now, avoid raiding if possible, and if you do want to raid, make sure you're raiding from your car or you're staying at least 6 feet away from other trainers. We do not want this virus to spread, so this boss is definitely not worth you causing a big problem for your community. In any case, Landorus is super easy to defeat, so you know, yeah, it may not necessarily be that big of a deal anyway. And of course, Landorus is available in PvP as well as a reward, so you may not necessarily even have to raid Landorus in order to get one. And as I mentioned before, Landorus is more of a Pokedex entry. It's not necessarily going to be important for future metas or even with PvP, so I highly suggest you just pick up one and then you call it quits. You don't necessarily need a super high IV one, you don't necessarily need a really good one when it comes to Landorus. Just focus on getting one and just being done with it. Enjoy the game the way it currently is right now in spite of everything that's going on, and just be safe and you will be okay. But that's going to be it for this guide. I would love to know your thoughts in the comment section below. What do you think about Landorus? Do you think this Pokemon deserves a little bit more attention than a lot of people are giving it? Are you very satisfied with the fact that it can be very easily doable? duoed. I would love to know your thoughts down below. Let's have a great discussion going, and if you have been able to two-man this boss already, let me know in the comments section as well. I will also be uploading the gameplay footage in its entirety in its rawest form in 4K Ultra HD later on today or tomorrow, so be on the lookout for that as well. But that's gonna be it. I am Count Jinsula. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll catch you all later. And my goodness, be safe, stay at home if you can. How's it hanging, everyone? Before I end this video, I want to give a quick plug to my Patreon page. If you want to support this channel, I highly suggest you go and check out the link in the description below. Every little bit helps when it comes to these YouTube videos. So if you want to support this channel, if you love the content that I'm producing and you want to contribute, definitely go and check it out. I have a lot of nice perks, like if you want to be on my permanent friends list, or if you want to get exclusive content or participate in exclusive content that's coming soon, definitely go and check it out. And to all of my patrons, I thank you for supporting my channel. I really hope you enjoyed this video, everyone, and if you did, don't forget to hit that subscribe button as well as that little bell so you stay up to date on whenever I upload videos. Follow me on social media at Count Jinsula. Leave your thoughts in the comments below. And yeah, have a great day. I'll catch you all later.